Welcome to the Atlaran Adventuring Company. This is the world of Atlaran. Beyond the Forgotten Realms and perhaps not far from Exandria, Atlaran and her two-moon sky have seen leviathans, dissolutions, divine gates, and calamities. And that's only the last 5,000 years. Perhaps most distinct for her scars, Atlaran is host to a number of sacred or cursed sites, depending on whether you ask Bahamut or Asmodeus. Or perhaps you'll ask the old Balin gods, whom the world herself and her moons and star are named after. These places, like Mount Gear, the Monomarig Meteor, Drozdana, the Dawn Deep Trench, the Shattered Continent, the Greenhall Sea, the entirety of Garrett Eldathos, they all play parts in the world's fate. But it's the people that truly shape it. And every so often, little windows of time, short glimpses into exceptional people's lives, are plucked from the midst of the chaotic centuries, and we call them stories. They're not always epics of heroism and bravery. Quite the contrary. Every hero was once a bumbling fool, or a selfish mercenary looking to make a platinum. Or, in most cases, both. And that brings us to our particular window in time, following in the footsteps of a scorned bard and her unlikely lone wolf companion. Or perhaps lone coyote is more apt.
Marin VANIER, a half-elven fighter with a love of freedom and gunpowder, and a former bard relearning her musical skills. Marin was the daughter to a frail sun-elf laundress who passed away when she was still young. Left to care for her half-sister Sylvie alone, Marin grew up far too fast. In her desperation to keep her sister from starving, Marin accepted help from the Alteras, and was lured into their poisonous web of abuse, theft, and murder. Forced to kill and torture often those unsuspecting and even undeserving. Eventually, Marin dared to question her adoptive father Alistair, and was slaughtered on the spot by her brothers just before she was 18. Sylvie was left to flee alone, but 10 years later, Marin awoke, revived by the Heidling cult. Sickly but determined, she recovered thanks to powerful magics and the apparent interest of Cynthia Moore, mother of the new king of the Arbiters, Silas Moore III. And, by Cynthia's order, Marin was given as a gift to Silas in the hopes that she would become his subservient partner, a suitable wife that would not question the Moore family thanks to her debt to them. Marin, however, had the spark of rebellion in her soul by then, and wasn't about to be controlled again. When Silas proved he supported her in the freedom of those crushed by the Arbiters, Marin reluctantly fell in love. Now with her fiancé at her back and the work to be done, Marin is ready for the long road ahead. She'll make sure no one suffers under the boot of the Arbiters or the Heidling cult ever again.
Kit, just Kit, a shifter, or ELUSIR, of the Coyote Totem and mildly devout cleric of Savros, the Balin god of mischief and wanderers. Originally hailing from Amnoblin as part of a group of natives called the Manamar and Dalmaric, Kit's people have always been harassed by the Skull, or outsiders who seek to take their ancestral lands and waters. Kit's particular tribe was attacked when he was young, rendering himself and his brother Ren orphans, and forcing their tribe to flee their home continent altogether. They found refuge in Iroquel, but struggled to adjust to the change from subarctic to equatorial desert. Trusting in the sacred Mount Gear, heart of the world, to watch over them, Kit's people settled in the northern savannas. But Kit never settled. Aimlessly causing trouble to Skull and taking mercenary contracts to send money home since he was 15, Kit has become a person of interest to the Guild of Wardens, enforcers who help keep the common laws. Thanks to Dana Fioris, a former troublemaking comrade who eventually went straight and became a warden herself, Kit has quite the dossier with the wardens, and rarely struggles to find work at their guild. And now, alongside Sylvie, Kit has his own scores to settle with the Arbiters, though breaking apart an organization of kidnappers and slavers would be reason enough to destroy them. Do you guys want any drugs?
No!
Okay.
Alright, cool, good talk. All right.
Yep.
Great talk, everyone. And Sylvie just goes back to her thing. But she and Justine are occupied.
Bonding.
And anything else you guys want to get done for the night?
Not anything
do-
on my side.
I think I want to talk to Kit.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Hi.
So you know that ring that Ted gave me and then I gave to you?
Yeah.
I think I want it back.
I don't know if I can give it back.
Can you not?
I already kind of cashed it in.
You did?
Yeah, can we go somewhere like super private?
Sure.
Okay. We will.
Go to like a room or something.
Super
Just-
private place.
There's a bunch of little bedrooms in there. You go into the one that only has one bed.
Okay.
You mean you cashed it in already?
I kind of look around. I cast Detect Magic. Is there anything weird besides us?
Not within this room, but you do recognize a minor enchanted lock on the window.
Okay.
'Tis divine.
Oh, so it's like protection.
Yes.
Okay. So I talked to Ted.
Okay.
Remember when I told you that he was really worried about Alarka?
Uh-huh.
He told me something else.
Like what?
Have you heard of the Birch Heart?
Have I heard of the Birch Heart? Taylor, have I heard of the Birch Heart?
Oh, sorry. Make a religion check.
Okay.
And you've heard the name before.
Yeah. Oh, that's bad. 5.
5. They're a Titan.
Okay.
They're a Titan.
Ted is the Birch Heart.
Okay. Sure.
You know how Senna is... Ted is the Birch Heart in the same way Senna is who she is. He has less of his memories. He's lost some of them. And he's looking for the other Titan.
Oh.
And I found out where they are because of this ring. And sent him on his way.
Does that mean you don't have it anymore?
No, I still have it. But Taldonost is now acknowledging that I am a champion of both the Birch Heart and Taldonost.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if I can give it up, and I'm not sure if I want to.
No, that makes sense. I don't know. I heard, attachment like to Taldonost, and I automatically didn't want anything to do with it, but I don't know. We found out some stuff that was in that journal of Alistair's.
Okay.
And half of it, I don't understand what he's doing still. I think Kellogg might be a bigger player in all this, besides just being a phylactery. I think he might be pulling some strings.
Okay.
But all that, that didn't scare me as much as he said that he wrote down in that journal that he knew we were trying to resurrect Sylvie.
How did he...
Taylor, quick clarification. You said that entry was like toward the end. Did it have like a date or like an approximate time frame where he wrote that down?
Question.
I laughed so hard that now I got shit in my throat, and so I keep like having to clear my throat.
That's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not where that's supposed to go.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Ha 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 ha. So funny.
Aha!
Aha!
Yeah, like you guys make better jokes.
We make amazing jokes.
I made fiddling on the roof. What are you talking about?
Okay, so.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I have
I
so
remember
many
this
notes.
Literally before meeting up with Alistair, Sylphie reached out to Teldonos directly for help.
Yep.
Teldonos was like, "Don't worry, girl, I got you. I'm watching."
Yep.
So Sylphie died on Cadron the 25th, which is in summer. So this entry would have been
Ooh.
in later Toll, so the month before Yond, probably like Toll the 17th.
Okay.
Oh,
So like just a
Okay,
little
okay,
over a
okay.
month ago in game.
okay. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just writing it down.
And a little bit prior to Marin being untethered.
Yeah. Okay.
That said, even though it is toward the end of the journal, there are spaces in which there's no writing. So there's like a big jump, and then there's a few entries from like within the past couple weeks before it was handed to Clay.
Okay. It was about a month ago. He somehow heard. I don't know how. I don't think I said it to many people, but maybe I did. But he wrote it down that he heard it and that he hoped it was true.
Why would he want us to bring Sylphie back?
Everything that man has ever done in regards to Sylphie and I has been because we were pawns in some greater scheme of his. And honestly, I'm interested to know why, but also at the same time, if I never find out, that'd be fine. I need to protect her. If he needs her back, there's nothing that I won't do to do that. So if that means that I break my vow of no gods, then so be it. But
Are you really doing this again?
I don't want to make a deal or anything like that. I'm not going to do any of that, but I figured if Ted is offering help and doesn't seem to be an asshole. I mean, he's just a goose who likes egg rolls, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reach out to anybody who, you know, I'm not going to be that stupid. But I figure if he was offering, then maybe. But no, if I missed my opportunity. So
I just found out today.
it's fine. You're fine.
Hopefully he'll come help us if he can, but I don't even know if he's going to be of any use to us now. Because now that he's found his missing piece, maybe that's it.
Or Maybe he'll want to fight harder.
Could be. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't either.
He's starting to feel more and more like Senna, but in a different way. Instead of being without memory, although he is missing some, he seems to, like, the animal part is taking over.
Yeah. Well, maybe with that missing piece that he's found, it'll start to come back. That's what Senna thought. She thought that the closer to Talon she got, the more that she'd become herself.
Maybe that would happen.
Maybe.
I did talk to Taldanost about that. There is a very real possibility that Senna will die. And it's not... So apparently when a god dies the first time, they used to be taken to the astral sea to allow them the thousands of years that they needed to recover.
Okay.
But Senna has already died once and was never taken to the astral sea. What remains behind of her is already damaged. And this will potentially break her soul to the point where she can never recover.
Well,
and I'm not sure what to do about that.
I don't know either. I feel like if we told her not to do it anymore, that she wouldn't listen.
Yeah. And I also found out that the crystal down in Greenhall was being watched by Alarka, and he has somehow escaped his curse.
Great.
Along with his 3 other demon buddies. So there is a lot at stake, and I don't know if we can handle any of it.
Maybe we can't, but we can try. That's all we've been doing so far, and we haven't all permanently died. So
yeah, we can definitely keep trying. I want to keep trying. I just don't know what else to do. We can go after Kyla, we can go after Nikolai if we need to, but there's like all this. There's things that are on such a high level that no mortal could ever hope to fix.
I think we do what we can. We'll start with dragons.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to go after Nikolai. We actually talked to Silas's brother today.
Oh.
And he trusts Nikolai. They know about his involvement in the Highland cult. And they think that he's double agenting for them. But I worry about him triple agenting them.
Okay.
So we essentially need to find out if he has the Galahide.
Okay.
And if he does, that means he's bad news. If he doesn't, then he might be somebody we could trust, which would be a huge advantage if we had a white cloak on our side.
Mm-hmm.
We could potentially take down Kyla that way.
Speaking of that, I have a couple things from Cynthia that might help us.
What are you talking about?
I have something I took from her. I took an enchanted crest of the Highland cult. Can you identify it and tell me what it does?
I will take it and I will start casting Identify.
Identifying what? I'm sorry?
The crest of the Heidelin cult.
That you got from
Cindy.
Cynthia. After
Okay.
she died. Yeah.
There's also some other things I want you to look at, but I feel like this is the most important at the moment.
I have 3 spell slots.
Okay, I will pick 3.
Okay.
I'll just put all 3 out. So I'll put out the Crest of the Heidelin Cult, the Black and Fiery Gauntlet that I got from Cindy, and also Vinrith's Earring. And then we'll worry about the illusion shit later.
These are some interesting ones. Do I even still have that item? That was a few campaigns ago. Gauntlet. I do. Yay. Oh, that's from the Black Gold Lockpick days. All right.
Oh,
Yay.
Jesus.
All right.
Now I've got fucking 2 of them.
Yeah. It's not a Senna thing. But
Okay.
it's a thing. All right. So sorry, the first thing was the
Crest
symbol.
of the Heidelin Cult. Yep.
This has essentially a scrying enchantment on it, where it makes the wearer almost guaranteed to be able to be found by a person who knows the specific incantation.
Oh, God.
So it's essentially a tracker.
Yeah, it's a low jack.
Yes.
That's bad.
Yeah, not gonna use that.
Yeah.
Although it could be useful for drawing Kyla out.
Oh, you mean like use us as bait, essentially?
Yeah. If we ever need to, we want to kill her eventually, we can just hold on to it. But if that would be a good way for her to find us. Not that she needs a lot of help.
Can this be turned on and off, or
Nope.
is it?
It is constantly active.
Ha! We need to get rid of that.
Wait, but don't you have to attune to it for it to be active?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't attach to the person. It is usable by the person with the incantation elsewhere to scry upon it.
If we put it in a bag of holding, would it?
Scrying.
I think it would just see the. I think it would
Sensor
still see
inside
us.
of the bag. Oh.
It will follow it wherever it is.
Well, yeah, but if it's in a pocket dimension in the bag
If it's in a pocket dimension, then that's all they're going to see is the pocket dimension.
So if we put it in the bag of holding, then they just see the bag of holding.
You assume.
I put it right back in the bag.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of that immediately.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So the gauntlet.
Yeah, and then the gauntlet.
It's the gauntlet. Okay, so this is a lot.
Okay.
Oh God.
What's it called? So I have a name for it.
It is called the Emira Gauntlet. Specifically the Lirale Emira Gauntlet. Lirale is Lirele.
Mm-hmm.
Emira is Ymira.
Ymira, Emira Gauntlet. Okay.
This is a legendary, one-of-a-kind item. If anybody has legend lore and wants to have a fucking trip, let me know. But you know about this one, that there are basically 2 sort of uses for this gauntlet. It has sort of 2 branches of abilities for warlocks and non-warlocks.
Okay.
For non-warlocks, it has 4 stages that you need to power it up through. Let's see. And the powering up is essentially done by killing. And it is sentient.
Oh God.
Yes, indeed. Hold on, I gotta read the lore here to figure out how it works.
God damn it. I'll be right back. I
Okay.
have to pee again.
Okay. Well, should I wait to explain this item then? It's kind of detailed.
Oh, okay. Do you want to jump to Vinrith's earring or something? That might be easy.
Sure.
Okay.
Vinrith's earring is one of a set of you don't know how many. That has essentially limited communication abilities across short distances.
Okay.
AKA about 250 feet. You can touch the earring and talk to another wearer who is attuned to their own.
Gotcha.
It is in the shape of a it's a silver loop, and then hanging off of it is a slightly yellowed wolf's canine tooth.
Okay.
Carved with little runes.
Cute. It's a walkie-talkie.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Is this gauntlet cursed? Does Identify tell us that?
Let me check. Choose one object, a magic item or some other magic can be. Learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has. Learn any spells affecting the item. It is how to phrase this?
Lightly cursed?
Yes, it's cursed.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
But it's not. It is a relic of Tiamat.
Ooh.
I'll explain more when Ash gets back.
I'm gonna write that down. Man, how many fucking relics do I have now? I've got at least 2. Yeah. Relic of Senna. Relic of Tiamat. I thought we had found another one.
I mean, there's the black gold lockpick.
No, that's the Relic of Senna.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the staves. They're basically relics of Algar, so...
Ash, you always pick the worst times to go to the bathroom. Right when I'm about to explain something that you both need to hear.
I'm sorry.
We did Vinrith's earring while you're gone. It's basically a walkie-talkie up to 250 feet, but we need matching sets.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically worthless right now.
So the Amira Gauntlet is a relic of Tiamat. It is a black armored gauntlet with a triangular crest with Tiamat's eye wreathed in fire on the palm and on the back of the hand. For non-warlocks, it depending on how powered up it is, and the powering up is vague, so it's not quite clear that it needs blood, essentially. It needs souls.
Cool.
Souls.
It can grant such abilities as the ability to Eldritch Blast at will. It can potentially pick its wearer back up if they fall. At higher abilities, it can grant access to warlock spells to a non-warlock. And it can use souls to heal or to harm. For actual warlocks who already have these abilities, it can boost their Eldritch Blast, can do some of the same, picking them up if they fall over, extra spell slots, and soul charges as well. But these are all, again, vague because the item is sentient and decides when to bestow these abilities.
It is also cursed.
Yes.
Cool. Not touching that.
Not going to put it on.
The curse itself isn't clear as to what it does, because the gauntlet itself decides sort of what it does.
Yay.
That's fun. Cool.
All right.
Cat
Well,
it gauntlet.
I have one more thing to check tomorrow, but it's not terribly important, I don't think.
Okay.
Do you... I also have Cindy's sunglasses. Is there somebody who wants them?
I can see if Silas probably wouldn't want them, but I'll check with him, I guess.
I wasn't sure if maybe you or him wanted to keep them as like a token of sentimentality for killing her or something. I think they're slightly cracked, so like it's kind of fitting.
I'll take him and see what he
Okay.
wants to do with it.
You now have Cindy's sunglasses.
They're not even really sunglasses. They're just green lenses.
Mm.
They're just.
Are they even prescription?
No,
Yeah.
they're vanity glasses.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
So we do have these amulets of proof against detection. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'd still be able to scry on us with the crest, but we should probably get rid of it.
You'd be aware that they kind of cancel each other out.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can keep it if we want, but it has to stay on one of us that has an amulet.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe it could come in handy. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah. So
Right.
that's all the fun shit I've got.
Okay. Well, plan. We're gonna go talk to a dragon. We're
Yes.
going to... Violence is going to be the last option.
Yes.
When when we get done with that, I'd like to try and get the Gallhead back.
Yes, definitely.
So talk to Nikolai, see if he's friend or foe. And once we do that, I thought the pocket watch was kind of last option, like last on the list.
We should leave that thing where it is.
I think it could help Senna.
I want to give it to her. I really want to give it to her, but
I'm not just saying that it's going to help her like sentimentality wise or anything like that. I think it might have something that can help keep her alive.
That's not the part I'm worried about. I'm worried about the entire city of Greenhall, that it's keeping frozen in place. And what it'll mean if we take it away.
It'll just mean that things will start to rot down there.
Does it?
What do you think's going to happen?
Sanka is frozen in place down there.
Sanka is Senna.
Sanka's a part of Senna. And so that's the other part of this that I talked to Taldanost about, is we don't know if Algar Heidelin's soul is being destroyed or if it's just going back to the core. We're removing his soul from the staves, but we don't know if we're destroying it or if it's just going back to Senna.
I don't think we're removing his soul. I think it is part of him. Still.
Taldanost told me that the staves that we have now are a piece of us and a piece of the Titan that they came from. Algar is no longer a factor. So Nyx is a piece of me and a piece of Taldanost mixed together. If Senna is siphoning the pieces of Algar out of the staves as she hands them over, actually, that's part of the reason why I think she can do it, is because she has the core. She could be absorbing them into the core and then giving us what's left. And if that's what's happening, we are about 2 staves shy of summoning Algar Heidelin back into existence in a god's body.
Well, maybe we just hold off then on those staves.
That's what I was thinking too, that we don't need to necessarily...
Especially with the Vox. I mean...
Yeah. I think our next goal after we get the Gullahide should be to figure out how to remove the core.
If we remove the core, she probably dies.
But what if she keeps other staves? If she kept the Gullahide but we remove the core, would she still... I don't know what would happen.
I mean, that's a good question. I guess we could try.
My other worry is that if the core does have all the pieces of Algar and we take it from her, I don't know what will happen. I don't know if we'll have another calamity-like reaction again, like when they were so close to each other again.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But now I'm starting to get worried that we took the staves out of bad people's hands, but now we've created the worst phylactery that's ever existed. Or the most powerful, anyway.
Okay, we need to view this all 2 steps at a time, I think.
Yeah. I think Dragon and then Gullahide is a good idea.
Yeah. We'll see.
Let's just not rush any more transfers.
Yeah.
Until we have a better idea of what's happening.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just to add it on there, the other part of it is that the core is like a focus for Algar. So if he were to come back with the core, he would still be like souped up. So that would be potentially bad.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just to pepper that in there.
Yay, amplifier.
Amplifier, thank you. I couldn't think of the fucking words.
Okay. Well, again, we won't think about that.
Yeah.
We'll think about
Yeah.
what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, each staff has a nickname, like the hurricane staff, the earthquake staff, the overgrowth staff, and the core's nickname is the amplifier. So it's like putting a spell through a bullhorn.
Yay. Taldana also mentioned that if we do ever want to go back to Greenhall, we have to talk to one of her children in order to get in.
He's one of her cousins.
One of her cousins to get in.
Okay.
Sremir is the Titan of Earth.
Yeah.
Well,
another Titan.
Let's just focus on the dragon.
Stress.
So in the morning, I'm going to do the fancy food, and we'll all have heightened abilities for the day.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Get a good night's sleep.
Yes, you too. And make sure you have the items attuned that you want to have.
Okay. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Yes.
And I'll leave.
Okay.
Break. Okay. Yes, let's go on break real quick.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't
we're
believe
going
it
on
took
break?
us 4.5 hours to get to the fucking dragons.
Okay, so I wanted to say I do have to drive back to Muskegon tonight, so I don't want to go too late.
How late are you willing to go?
I was kind of hoping for 9, but we're past that now. So I can stay here tonight. That's not a huge deal.
You tell me. I
can stay here tonight.
you want to do dragons or not?
Yeah, let's do dragons.
I need an enthusiastic.
No, it is
yes.
enthusiastic because, well, it's either like, do I stay here and sleep in my comfy bed, or do I go to Muskegon and sleep on an air mattress so the cat can have the night to hang out in the house?
I'll be fine.
He'll be okay.
I'm sure, yeah. He's gonna be so pissed tomorrow. He's already starting to slightly get weird about all the boxes and everything, so.
He'll be okay. He'll be
Yeah,
a
he'll be
little
okay.
squirrely for a couple of days, but
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go on break for a few minutes and then we'll come back.
Alright. If I get coffee.
Do you want to do 9:50?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
See you guys in a bit. And we're back for the dragons.
the dragon!
The dragon!
Yay!
Yay!
All right. So, the
Mhm.
night passes.
The night it passed.
Relative peace. Except for some mild crying. Anyway.
Who's
Aw.
crying?
Sophie.
Sophie.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, she's fine.
in the morning, early morning, because that's all I said dawn, you guys managed to drag yourselves out of bed before the sunrise.
Fuck, I forgot to prep all my spells. I'm too busy eating my mandarin oranges.
And
Okay.
as you get up in the morning, you guys see that Justine's already a little bit of an early riser, but Sylphie is strangely up in short order as well.
Oh, that's weird.
And pulling on her armor. Parts of it, anyway.
Is it past her time frame where she's all squishy?
Yes. That should have been the last one if there was even one left.
26. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say there is no Yon the 26th.
No,
It's Yon the 25th now.
It's Yon the 25th, yes. It was...
6th level. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, she's been good for... She's good as of today.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
No, been good for 2 days. My bad.
Okay, cool.
She was resurrected Yon 19th.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Wait. Red dragon. Fire.
Red dragon.
Yeah, that was the other thing I forgot to mention before. Since she's a fire dragon, Flameheart's pretty much useless.
But I have.
It does
But I have raindrop heart, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We're good.
So, there you go.
It's good.
I'll say to Sylphie, like, that, okay, are you
What?
just like an early bird now in your
No.
second life?
A whirly
No.
bird.
Okay. Cool.
Why?
You just been waking up very early lately.
Yeah, out of necessity.
For what?
Because we have shit to do.
Okay, yeah, but like usually it takes like all the armies of wherever to pull you out of bed. Even if you do have shit
Do
to
you
do.
want me to go back to bed?
No, I'm just saying.
My God.
Never mind.
What?
If I ask you if you're okay, you're just going to say, yeah, you're fine. So,
Yep, sure am.
cool. Guess this is just our relationship now. Is just we.
Mm-hmm. It's just
Ask
like
you-
talking to Ben.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Cool. Well, wonderful. I'll just sip on my own coffee.
Are
then.
you okay?
Fine?
Wow.
All right.
Jesus, you
If
two.
we're playing that game, we're playing that game.
Okay, I'm scared.
What, of the dragons?
No.
It's a valid question. There's a lot of fucking shit that's happening in our lives.
Well, the dragons are the most immediate fear, yes.
I'm sorry. We will try to make sure it doesn't end in bloodshed.
Okay.
Wow, I'm really bad at this. Okay.
Yep.
So am I.
I'm scared too.
Wow.
Yeah. Of?
Everything.
That's a valid answer.
I don't. Maybe we should just focus on dragons right now.
No, go for it. Go for it. Somebody else's problems make me forget my own.
Well, it's not just my problem. It's your problem too.
Well, we'll see.
Do you really want me to talk about Alistair? Because
yeah, go for it. I'd love to hear about that asshole.
I don't. Okay. I know where
else to think about.
Yeah, I know where he is, and he's taken in more kids, and I don't know why. And he seemed really interested in the fact that we were looking to resurrect you.
So we're going there after this, right?
No. We're not going there after this.
Okay, then when are we going there?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know.
I guess we'll talk about it after this, then.
I mean, honestly, Sophie, he's out of the way right now.
Yeah, but he's not our problem right this very second, but he's like those kids' problem.
I get that, but also the Hydaelyn staves are the world's problem.
Yeah, okay. You have a point. I get it. I'm still kind of used to thinking small. Like, immediate problems, individuals, that kind of thing.
I know.
I haven't had the time to adjust to all of this crazy shit you guys are in.
I get it. Stuff, the scale of everything really exploded when you died.
Yeah.
So, I understand. And honestly, I've been putting off Alistair. I have. I don't ever want to see him ever again.
I mean,
I know I have to. But
I don't want to see him either, but I need to.
I know. I'm still terrified of him.
Same.
I thought I wasn't anymore when we met up in Olzak with him. And then you died, and then it was like I was 10 years old again, but with a gun. That's not dangerous or anything.
Yeah, but
Like-
now I have a hammer.
Yeah, that's true.
And I proved to Kit that I can whip it pretty good.
He didn't mention that, and I now know why. Probably because his
The
pride
big
was bruised.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I
Fucker
know what you're
snuck up on
talking
me.
about.
No, he deserved it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So next time we see Alistair, I'm going to knock his fucking block off, and then we're gonna find Kellogg. And we're gonna kill him.
I think we should find Kellogg first.
Yeah, whatever order. If we do it fast enough, he won't have enough time to come back.
There we go.
I also kind of want to know who Kellogg is in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, that's been concerning. We don't
Yeah.
have to think about that right now.
Yeah.
But I do just want to say Alistair knew that we were trying to bring you back, and he wanted that to happen.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And so I want to let you know that whatever plans he has for you, not going to happen on my watch.
No, not at all.
I'm still your big
Fine.
sister. I'm going to protect you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you have that one. I decided as soon as Kit said you guys were gonna get me back that I was never, not that I was never gonna be scared of him again, but I was never gonna show fear in front of him again. And I'm never gonna let anybody else live in fear of him either. So we're gonna find him. We're gonna squeeze him for every piece of information he has. Because he's wrapped up in this somehow. And then we're gonna destroy him for good. And no fucking amount of stop, Sylphie, I can be useful is gonna stop me this time. I don't care what he has to say. The fact that he's still doing the same shit, picking up kids, running off to weird places, keeping secrets, nothing's gonna change.
I'm with you there. If you don't show fear, I won't show fear.
Good, then we're gonna go talk to a dragon. And
Right.
we're going to be pleasant, and she's gonna listen.
All right. Sounds good to me.
P.S. Sylvia has become an Oath of Vengeance paladin. And moving on.
Fuck! Fuck!
I thought she was an Oath of Vengeance.
She was Oath of Redemption.
Oh,
so
well.
I toyed with doing Oath of Vengeance, but I'm like, no, I want her arc to be like, you know, finding like restoration out of like anger and stuff like that. But that
Cute.
kind of all fucking changed
Huh.
when she died. So yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oath of Vengeance. That's why so much of her shit is like straight face now, and like I'm just gonna kill him. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So you guys gather around as you get your special bowl out.
Oh yeah, my special
And-
bowl. And I look at everybody and I'm like, well, just imagine your favorite food. And I will cast Hero's Feast.
What is Marin's favorite food? Shit.
There is no place I know shares with pure imagination.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even I am edible, but that, my dear children, is called cannibalism. It is in fact frowned upon in most societies.
Oh, I know what
You
Marin's
want a
favorite food
view
is.
of paradise. Simply look around and view it.
What is this? What's this?
What's this? I know what Marin's favorite food is. I've decided.
I know what Kit says.
No. It's
We
not
eat a lot
apples.
of them.
It's true. I don't know why. No, it's
You're straight up going toward fucking Twilight with the apple on the
no.
just
No.
a vampire husband, the apple,
No.
pale skin,
Jesus.
the red hair.
I don't think the red hair is a thing. In that.
Well, it kind of, her hair was like auburn, dark auburn.
No, it was like brown, I thought.
No, I'm
I don't know.
pretty sure. Maybe I'm thinking
I thought
of
it was
Alice.
brown. Yeah.
I think I'm thinking,
Yeah.
no, or is it, I don't know. I'm thinking of somebody.
I don't know. Yeah,
Maybe Carlisle.
sure.
I don't fucking know.
I did just rewatch all of those movies this past summer, so I
I'm
should
so
probably
sorry.
know. But well, because I had never watched the last two, and Corey had never seen them, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is gonna be our bad movie night. Let's do it. And he hated them, and it was great.
God.
I had fun. No, Marin's favorite food is
Fuck that.
the
What am I
pastries
doing?
that she would get at the pastry shop with Roland.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bowl sinks into the table, and the golden parts of it just sort of run out as the gems sink away. And as it just covers this tabletop in a smooth layer of gold, suddenly dishes begin popping out of this layer, made of gold and gems and filled with pretty much any food you can think of, but favorites are front and center. And there's a bowl of egg rolls.
Oh, Ted's here? Where is he?
You don't know.
Oh.
There's
It's
a
just
bowl of egg
there.
rolls.
They're just okay.
I imagine egg rolls are just sort of ingrained into the part of the
There.
psyche at this
Yeah,
point.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're delicious, so.
Yeah. But like some of the stuff that you would have eaten at like the festival in Midcord, there's tea that's just like the stuff that Quinn makes, and
Mm.
there's I mean, being that Sylphia is there's some pastries she remembers from Port Saris that Jack's got.
Aw.
There's all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
But yeah. You have a spread before you.
I eat it.
Same.
Heartily.
Ha!
But yeah.
I also partake of the libations.
That's drink.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Libations is just drink.
cool. I do that too.
Okay. Well, y'all eat up and tell us what we got.
Yeah.
for
What
it.
is that?
Heroes Feast. All right. Let me bring it up because I was picking out other things. All right. So up to 12 creatures. So everybody, you are cured of all diseases and poison, and you become immune to poison, immune to frightened, and you have advantage on all wisdom saving throws. You also increase your hit point maximum by...
Did you say wisdom saving throws?
yes, advantage on all wisdom saves. And y'all are gonna get 10 extra hit points.
Ooh.
And that increases your maximum, so you can heal 10 up as well.
Okay.
And these benefits last for 24 hours. That's what it says. So we can't be frightened, and advantage on wisdom saves. So I was mostly worried about the being frightened thing.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, now we can't be poisoned or anything like that. So yeah,
Cool.
that's it. Heroes feast.
Thanks, Kit.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
and then hang on, I have to look at. And then while we're shit, I can't use that while we're eating. I can't go a 6th level spell slot. Never mind. I was going to use my natural recovery to gain the spell slot back while we were eating, but I can only do a 5th level spell slot at most. So never mind. I guess I'll just no 6th level spells for me.
Okay. So you guys finish up your meal. It all fades away after, I believe, an hour.
Yes, it takes us an hour to eat it, to partake.
And as you finish up, you get all your gear on and you head the fuck out as the horizon begins to alight.
Yes.
I love that phrase.
Alight.
When we get close, I am going to ask Marin, like, so which one of us is going to be talking to this dragon?
Well, I can.
How's your how do you feel about your persuasion of people?
I actually Flameheart has given me some fun boosts in my persuasive abilities.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
I'll reach over to Marin and I'll put my hand on her shoulder and say, well, now you can be even better. And I will cast Enhance Ability and use Eagle's Splendor. You now have advantage on charisma checks.
oh,
Okay. Yeah, well, the reason that I say, because I don't think we talked about it, I got it from the other day. I am now proficient in persuasion.
Oh, Taiylor, you already gave me that one.
did I?
Yes.
No, I didn't. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I
you
did.
did.
Okay, whoops. Hold on.
I've been copying and pasting them as you've been sending them to me, so.
This doesn't really help in the situation, but hey, you have it. There you go.
Whoa.
And Marin.
Ooh.
Was there another one after that you already sent me?
Yes, and specifically because you're gonna need it,
Oh, God.
and Flameheart knows it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You're roboting and freezing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ash.
I am? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I don't know. Is it okay? Is
Yeah,
it
it's
working
better for
out?
the moment.
It's better for
Okay.
the moment.
Okay.
So, as you guys are finishing up Brekkie and all that, Marin,
Yeah.
you sort of zone out at some point as you're just waiting for the others to get their stuff together, and there's one empty chair. And for a moment, you start to think you see somebody sitting in the chair. This staticky black shape. And this sort of curl of flame coming off the head. But you blink and it stays for a moment and then it blinks out.
I look around. Has no one else seen this?
Nope, nobody saw anything.
Okay.
You see the outline sort of fizzle again. It's not quite working. And you just hear, that's going to take some more work.
You're doing amazing. I could kind of see.
Well, I don't know what it's going to look like yet. It's going to be good.
I like the hair.
Me too.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, yay. Sorry.
And as you're sort of listening to Flameheart talk to himself, try to figure out how to do this, you feel this sort of course of heat through your chest, and you feel almost enveloped by warmth, almost like a cloak or mantle. And he very quietly says, I've also been working on this. Hopefully it can protect you in case things go wrong.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What?
I
Thanks.
know what it is.
Do you?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Things won't go wrong. It'll
You
be
know have mantled in flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have resistance to fire damage, motherfuckers.
That's what I figured it was.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys grab all your stuff, you head out. You guys said where'd you decide to meet Zethala?
At Pyrevale Temple,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Cool.
That
Prepared the
that
right night.
enhanceability that I cast on you, that happened like just before we got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because it lasts for an hour, and I want you to
So we
have
did
it.
backtrack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys get there, Vossner and his Kestrel Mace Knights are there as well. They're sort of spread out and keeping back because they don't want to like push in.
Mhm.
But you see him there atop a horse, just looking out from Pyrevale Temple down the street where Zethala is supposed to land. And you see a mix of other people from other temples as well. And Justine joins in with them. But they are holding back for the moment while you guys attempt to talk.
Silas, and I'm like, you should probably help out too since you talked to her originally.
I had assumed, yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
And Sylphie chooses to kind of stay not far back, but back, just so not to be threatening because she knows she's angry.
Yeah.
And you guys, unless you want to check in with anybody specific.
Did Mia and Clay join in? Are they somewhere around here? Or...
Mia and Clay are around, but they're not like up front because they're,
Yeah.
glass cannon and a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I think we're good.
All right. I'm gonna walk
Goodbye.
forward with you guys as well. So.
Yeah. I figured it'd be the main bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys head down the street out to an open spot. And as the sun begins to rise, sort of out in front of you, you guys are facing east, but it's behind buildings. So thankfully it's not too bright at the moment. You do see in the far distance the shape of Phalanx, the white dragon, beginning a slow, huge circle of the city. As far as you know, he has not done any attacking at all. He's just watched from afar. But anytime he's around, that usually means that Zethala is not too far away. And you stand there waiting for a little while, just sort of watching him circle. He's oddly graceful for as big a fucking dragon as he is.
What's his name?
His name is Phalanx.
Random question.
What?
Is he an ancient white dragon?
You don't know. You have not seen him up close.
You remember the dragon that Rowan met, right?
Yes.
Not the same dragon?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Rowan found him, like, buried in a hill. And it was an ancient white dragon.
What continent were you on?
I think we were in Garrel Shell? I can't remember. But we convinced him. You were telling me that there was no way we'd ever convince him to give us a ride, and then I nat 20'd and he gave us a ride.
No, you were in Garrett Eldathos.
Oh, Garrett Eldathos, okay.
Uh,
I'm just curious, but it doesn't matter.
it might be him. There's not a whole lot of big-ass white dragons.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
All
there's
right.
far fewer male white dragons.
Yeah, it was a guy. I remember that.
I don't know. Could be him. I didn't write anything from that campaign down, so we'll just say yes for fun.
Okay, cool.
But as the sun begins to creep up over the skyline, you see coming out of the east this silhouetted frame of a massive red dragon just speeding straight toward you all, toward Pyrovale Temple.
Oh, God.
And as she gets closer and closer, she locks into a dive, and you guys are just watching just pure death come at you. And she lands a good 100 feet away or so before sort of trotting forward and then walking the rest of the distance until she pauses before the three of you, standing alone in the middle of the street.
Where we
You
live.
are looking up at let me double check how big she is.
She's big as fuck. Is she an adult or an ancient?
That's a good question.
Because if she's an adult, I'm pretty sure she's where is it? Where's it listed? Huge.
Yeah, she's huge. So she takes up 15 by 15. But she is... How big is she actually, though?
She a big ass bitch.
Dragon.
Cutie?
Let's see. The average huge creature is 20 feet tall. Being that she's a dragon, though, she's probably a fucking lot taller. This is her all scrunched up into an area so she can fit into a token. But she big. She big girl. Yeah, she big lady. But Zedthala is a sort of a classic red dragon, where she has this sort of frilled crest going down her spine, and then at either side of her face, sort of spiraling horns that go straight back in these massive red wings. She has opposable thumbs. She's got hands with claws, and super and a long vicious tail ending with another sort of finned crest. And as she pauses in front of you all, just towering, as she sort of sits up as straight as she can, her long neck adding even more height, she just looks down at all of you. These burning embers of eyes just glaring into you. And you can actually see her chest glowing from the heat inside. She sort of swivels her head to one side and then the other, getting a close look at each of you before she steps a little closer. And being that Marin is in the middle, she's staring at you.
Good morning, Zedthala.
Her eyes narrow, the nostrils flare. She says, I don't recognize you.
We are an interested outside party.
Interested in what?
Negotiation.
What's in it for you?
The safety of the people in this city.
And she looks to Silas and then to Kit. Says, what about either of you?
People we care about are here.
What'd you say?
I said people we care about are here.
And she looks at Silas and he takes deep breath, visibly nervous, and says, We're looking after friends. People who care about us in turn. And she nods and sort of sits back on her haunches in front of you all. Close enough that she could grab any one of you in one movement, but not too close that you can feel the immense heat just radiating off of her. At least not uncomfortably close. She sits back and says, "Well then, explain to me why I shouldn't tear this city apart brick by brick, looking for the one who took my children."
There's no explanation that will ever make what happened to you and to them right. We understand that. That is a kind of hurt that never goes away. But I have experience in knowing that vengeance is only going to cause destruction. It doesn't heal. I've seen it on both sides. I've been the one avenging and I've been the one avenged. And I look back at Sylphie.
And Sylphie, standing quite a ways behind you, is just standing there with her arms crossed. And she meets your eyes as you look back.
I'll look back at Taiylor and say, if I could give my sister back the years that she spent angry and wanting to destroy in my name, I would.
And what if destruction and anger is what we want because we know we cannot heal?
Then I can't say that it's unwarranted. But there's never sorry, I'm getting jammed up in my brain. If you only want destruction because you won't heal, then what is the point of all of it?
Punishment.
These people didn't kill your children.
No, but they are part of the system that allowed it to happen.
The man who had your children killed was a businessman interested in his own pursuits. He is not families and children and mothers and fathers and friends and lovers that had nothing to do with any of that.
And as you're speaking, she draws herself up further, sort of puffing her chest up with her head arced down toward you. And you can just feel the heat radiating, and you can tell she is unhappy.
If we could give you something else. I know that there are things that I believe in making a situation right. I don't expect you to just leave the city completely alone with nothing in return. That would be foolish of me to think. But if there's something that we could give you without destruction, we would be willing to do that.
Time out.
Okay.
I need to check with you on something real quick.
With me? Oh,
Yes.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, God. This time out brought to you by absolutely nobody.
Fear.
Fear!
Fear and confusion.
Kitty?
Cutie?
He's eating as fast as possible. It's just, the world is gonna end.
Sorry, all this break brought to you by Veils and Lines.
Veils and lines?
Safety tools.
Oh.
Like the X card.
I have literally no idea what any of that is, but yes.
Okay, perfect. Time in. Just making sure. As you offer this to her, she gets this rumble going through her throat and her chest, and she says, "And what, pray tell, do you believe is worth the lives of my children? What do you think you can buy me off with?"
That isn't my intention.
"And what is your intention?"
I already told you. Protection.
"From what?"
For these people. That's all I want. Is
You-
the safety of them.
"Want me to keep this eyesore on the face of the earth safe?"
No.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. I don't want to buy you off, but if there is something that I can do for you, that we can do for you, something that you want. You are the one who lost something here. We don't have anything. We don't have any pretenses. We know that you are the one with the power in this situation. So, if there's something that we could do.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage?
Come on. With advantage?
Yes, because I gave
Oh,
you
yeah,
enhanced
that's right.
ability.
Okay. Oh, those are both pretty good. What's my 24?
4.
Yeah.
That's it. Quick. Gotta pull up the Thaylor's sheet.
Oh my god, she has a sheet?
She has a sheet.
Oh, that's not good.
Did you know that dragons have a +5 to charisma
Yep.
and a +8 to strength?
Because I looked it up while I was picking out my spells. It's
And
like, what
+7
am I going to need for this?
All right. As you are trying to convince her, she tenses up, and you can feel the heat grow stronger. And she lifts up both her hands and just slams them down on the street, just letting out this titanic roar that rips across the city. And to you guys, it is like having a cannon shot next to your heads. Everybody make me a wisdom saving throw.
With
advantage.
Becoming
Advantage.
frightened. Yes.
Well, no, we're immune to frighten.
We're immune to frightening.
You're immune to frightened. Never mind.
Fuck you, Zenthala! God damn it! I fucking knew it! I was like, we have to do Heroes Feast because she's gonna be a goddamn bitch and try to scare us.
You lost her children.
Yeah.
I 100% empathize with her because that's what I'm taught to do, but I, like, oh my god, I knew she was gonna be rude to us, so...
And as you guys all kind of like blink just as your ears ring, she just lets out this torrent of fire, not at you, but just in every fucking direction, just like full on just tantrum fire breath.
Tantrum fire.
Head going everywhere. It doesn't catch any buildings or anything, but it is a display. And for a moment you're like, oh god, are my eyebrows still there? And she just digs her claws into the cobblestone street. And she just stares at Marin. She has moved closer.
Is there a map going on?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, why is it not showing on my side?
Hold on, I'll switch it. There you go.
Thank you. Okay.
She's now within reach. And as she comes down to your level, her head almost laying on the ground to look you in the eye, she says, I want the ones who did it.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
Okay, so quick question.
Yes.
It was Courage who orchestrated it.
Yes, he ordered it.
Who are all the people who did it? No, it was like Vossner and them who.
No, you know the crew who did it. It was Dee, Jace, Molly,
all of our friends.
It
Jess
was an
Hassan.
old campaign, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Florian, but you've only met them once. And I believe that was it. Oh no, Percy, don't fall off the wall. 1 second. Oh god.
What?
What? Oh, I think one of their Critical Role prints.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I remember they have the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, I saved him. All right.
Okay.
Woo! All right.
Also, Ben, if at any time you want to jump in on this.
Oh, no, I gave you that charisma advantage on purpose because my charisma is fucking terrible. I have a +1 to that, so I would have to roll hella well.
Well, I rolled a fucking 24 and it did nothing, so.
I mean, it almost did something.
We're so close.
She wants the ones who did it.
She's just in your face. You almost feel your skin burning just by proximity.
I'm gonna take out my scroll, my sending scroll. I'm gonna write to Vossner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, Zedthala wants the people who did this. That's her terms.
Are you doing this openly?
Yeah, I don't want her to think that I'm trying to hide it.
Okay. So as you write this out, her attention immediately turns to you, and she just gets in your face, looking at what you're doing.
I'm sending your terms to the people who run this city. Is that okay?
I suppose.
Okay. Do you want me to read it to you, or do you want to read it? I can just hold it out to her so she can see it.
Yeah, and she can read it. She looks over it, nods, and pulls back. And she begins this sort of caged lion pacing across the way until she stops in front of Silas.
I roll it up and send it.
She gets down and looks at him, and he sort of straightens his coat and says, "Good morning." And she looks down at him, sort of tilts her head one way and then the other, and says, "And you are the one I spoke to." And he nods. You can almost visibly see him sweating, just like, oh god. And she says, "And what do you feel about these people who allowed this to happen?" And he sort of swallows hard. It says, "Well, of course we wouldn't be here if we agreed with it, but we don't think either side should have to suffer any further. And I'm hoping we can figure something out based on your conditions. And she nods, seemingly satisfied with his answer. And as she paces back in front of Marin, just waiting, watching Kit every so often, eventually you do get the scroll back. And Vossner has written, we can't give her everyone, but maybe we can have Lysander work something out with her. Or
Okay.
we can try something else. He doesn't list specifics because he realizes that Thala may read it.
Yeah.
And there's an additional note on it that says we may want to discuss this before we say anything.
Okay. I just look at Zenthala and like, they want to discuss your terms. Is that something you'd be okay with?
Well, that depends. Is anyone going to try to trick me again? Is anyone going to try to ambush me again?
Not that I'm aware of. It doesn't seem like that.
Good. Then as insurance, I want one of yours. Until you give me what I want.
One of our what?
And she looks amongst the three of you. Glances beyond. Someone you care about.
Do you want to just hang tight while we go talk with somebody?
And as she's getting closer and closer to you guys see, like, as you glance back, you see Justine and Sylvie getting really fucking antsy. Like, not okay with this at all. And they've kind of, like, moved forward a little bit. Like, they're actually this distance from you now where they're away from the rest of the crowd. And Zedthala looks back at them and sort of stamps a foot, like, right next to Marin and says, "Stay back." And they both look at her and sort of each look at their respective siblings. Very nervous.
I'm gonna wave back to them and be like, "It's fine, you guys. Don't worry."
And I'm gonna roll to see how dumb they are. Leave it to Sylvie.
God damn it,
Can I
Sylvie.
roll a
Fucking-
persuasion to keep her there?
You can try.
You can certainly try.
5.
No. She slowly and carefully makes her way forward up to Marin's side and sort of looks at the other three of you and says, it is, ma'am, is there... I don't think we want to just leave somebody out here alone. And Zedthala looks down at her, and Marin, she is way too close to your sister for comfort as she leans in, especially with that metal armor that she's not going to be able to get off fast enough.
I have my gun, my hand on Ace of Spades, trying to not make it obvious though that I have, like, I'm preparing, but
Make a stealth check.
Oh God.
That was a natural 20 for 30.
Okay. All right.
Natural
All right.
20.
Um,
You sounded like Moira Rose
Natural 20.
from Schitt's Creek for half a second.
Zedthala does not notice, but she is staring Sylphie down. And Zedthala Justine and Sylphie having heard what she asked for, Zepthala says, "Then would you be the volunteer?" And Sylphie kind of gets quiet, looks at Marin.
I'll do it.
Fuck, you got me.
No,
I was gonna do it.
I'll do it.
No.
Yes. Sylphie, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, you two. I will stay.
What are you talking about? I already volunteered.
No, you two, no, I'll do it. I'll stay. I can talk with I can talk to people. I know how to talk to people. We can talk about trees and stuff. Like, I know how to do this.
Zepthala just stares at Kit, looks between Sylphie and Marin, and she reaches out and grabs Sylphie.
No!
Not hard, but she's got her.
No, do me instead. It doesn't have to be her.
No, I think you have more to lose by your reaction. Why is her accent changing?
I don't know.
She sounds a little bit like Kyla now.
She was supposed to sound like Kyla.
And now she's becoming Justine.
English. Yeah. English Justine.
Yeah.
Yeah, actual Justine.
But yeah, Zepthala just grabs her in one hand, and Sylphie's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I asked for it. Can you loosen up just a little bit? And Zepthala just ever so slightly loosens her grip and looks down at Marin, says, "I want an answer before the end of the day."
Okay.
And she turns around and steps a ways back, doesn't leave, just goes a ways, just holding Sylphie. And you guys hear Justine behind you just being like, is everything okay?
We need to have a little huddle here. Huddle.
I pull out the send scroll and I write to Vossner. I'm like, you need to get Courage over here immediately. She's taken Sylphie hostage.
Okay. You guys head back to the main group, and Vossner is there to meet you guys. As Ellen Estelle is sending off a message next to her.
I'm standing like where I can see her like the whole time.
It's an open street. You can see it.
Yeah, I'm not turning my back on her at all.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you do see that further down the street, Phalanx lands quite a ways away, but he sees something has happened and he's just coming in to investigate. And you see him slowly wind his way towards Zepthala, and they quietly talk to each other.
Oh my god.
Sylphie remains unharmed.
Where is Courage? Can we get him?
We're Ellen Estelle's working on it. It's gonna be hard to convince him to come out here.
I don't care. He's had it coming.
I know.
He knows it. He knows that he has to pay up at some point.
There's a reason he's not here anymore.
I understand that, but other people are suffering because of it.
I understand.
I don't really give a shit.
We're not going to let anything happen to your sister.
Not on purpose.
Kit, that's not helpful.
Yeah.
It may not be helpful, but even with all of us here, none of us could get to her fast enough.
I turn to... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I turn to Silas and I whisper to him so no one else can hear. I might have a Hail Mary. She might not go for it, but I can try if things get ugly.
Like what?
We don't know everything the Pocket Watch can do. That's at the bottom of the Green Hall Sea.
And how would we get that fast enough?
I don't know if we could get it fast enough, but we could maybe make a promise that we could get it.
Oh.
If she thinks that there's a way, and maybe there is a way, who knows, if there's a way to go back in time to prevent her kids from...
Do you hear yourself?
Yes, I do. And that's why I'm saying it's a Hail Mary. I don't want to use it, but it's an option.
Not only do I not think that's what it does.
I don't think that's what it does either, but we could fucking try.
Let's see.
I'm not going to let her hurt her.
I know. We'll figure it out. We just need to try this first. And as you guys are talking, Ellen Estelle comes up to the group and says, he's not coming.
God fucking damn it.
And Vosner,
where is he?
Vosner, as he gets off his horse, says, I know exactly where he is. We're going to go get him.
Yeah, we fucking are.
And he turns and looks at Ellen Estelle and says, Ellie, you know where he lives. And
I look at them and I'm like, you guys have until the end of the day. That's the terms.
I think we can manage. If he's not at home, I know where the Arcane Emporium is in Port Saris. He doesn't go anywhere else. He knows that if he does, Atlaran will find him. And as much as I'd love to tell her exactly where he is and to go find him, I don't want to set her on Port Saris.
Go get him.
So, Marin, you're with me?
I look back at Sylphie.
You can tell she's not like being hurt, but she's like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Being slightly mildly crushed.
I look at Silas and I'm like, you do whatever you can if she starts to hurt her.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming with.
All right, I'll go with you guys.
All right. Ellie and Ellen Estelle begins drawing on the ground as Silas makes his way back out to tell Zedthala what they're doing. And she draws a circle in. She says, I'll come with you and you come find me when you need to get back. I can't mess with him today. And Vosner nods and says, I know. And you guys step into the circle. And we come back to where the campaign began.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, it began in
Sigarafir.
It began in Sigarafir, but it really picked up in Port Saris.
It did.
It's where you guys became the sleepers.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Yep. Good job. Very proud. But I suppose for all of you, this is familiar because this is where you met Kit. You are...
Well, not me.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry, Marin. Nope, Marin's never been here. So, Kit, this is familiar to you because stuff. You guys are instantly shunted forward in space. All of the breath leaves your lungs, and you suddenly land on the hard stone surface of the center of Lysander Courage's ballroom. Inside this beautiful mansion surrounded by greenery that exists nowhere else in Iroquois except Volfira now. And as you just land in the center of this room, you see he does have his own guards and whatnot that look after his estate. You see in a couple different corners, people in armor look over and like panic because they weren't expecting you guys. And they all come running, like drawing weapons.
I got Flameheart out.
Okay, so you draw.
Yep.
And the one of them who has like a green sash across his armor stops at drawing his sword and sort of motions for the others to stay back and says, Who are you? Oh, Miss Geminox, we were not expecting you today. And Ellen Estelle just sort of stands back and says, you'll talk to them, and just motions to you guys.
Where's Courage?
The master is busy at work today.
No, he's not. He's talking to us. So he's at his emporium then? Yeah?
Who are you?
Doesn't fucking matter. Where is he?
And Vossner just says, I know exactly where he is. And he just pushes past the guy. And the guy's like, and Vossner turns and shows him the amulet on his armor and says, this is Kestrel Mace business. If you interfere, I'm going to have to arrest you. Shut up. And he turns and walks out with you.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Kit's just behind going,
Yep, that would be me. Yeah.
yeah.
That's true to form.
You guys step out into the desert heat of southern Iroquois, and the first thing you notice is as you step out, you're facing south. To the east, the sun is, of course, higher in the sky because you just shunted forward a few time zones.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you see Mount Gear, and you notice a lava flow coming down the side of it that was never there before. And just kind of billowing above the clouds.
Uh-oh.
And the city is a little, well, it's usually busy, but it's a little less busy than you expect for this time of day. And Vossner just fucking trudges through the streets. Just doesn't matter if this man is in his 80s. He looks like a fucking young knight on a mission as he's just charging through with you guys. And you make your way into the town down to the market. Kit, you know this place as well as Vossner does.
I do.
And you see the wardens pass by, and you head down the sandstone streets.
Question: are we passing any small parks or anything like that?
I was about to say.
There are a couple, yeah.
Okay. As we pass one of the small parks, I'm going to tell them, be like, just 1 second, I will catch up. And I'm going to take one of the rotten oranges out of my bag. And I'm going to, like, rip a hole open, shove the orange in, and cast plant growth.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to walk away.
Okay. So, just walk. And
I'll turn back and, like, look at the tiny sapling that's coming up so I can just, like, get a bead on it, and then I'm going to keep walking.
Just begins growing like mad. The only tree in this entire park.
Uh-huh.
And Lysander doesn't even really have trees. He has like large bushes. So this is going to stand out.
Yes, it is. Especially since I don't know how many seeds are in an orange. And I just shoved a whole orange in there.
Yeah, like it's like 6 or 7.
Yeah, it can be a lot. I still have 4 oranges left.
But you guys head down the street and eventually you come upon the marketplace, the square market, which on one entire side is butted up against the gigantic arcane emporium with its columned lower floors with the vendor stalls intermixed throughout this sort of more novice enchanter's market below, and the floor with all of the offices, and then the upper and then of course the factory on one half, and then the upper floor, which is where Lysander and some of his elites work. And Vossner just makes a beeline straight for the staircase. And as you're heading toward it,
I mentioned to them as we're going up, and like the last time we were here, he had a warforge, so be prepared.
Okay. I'll shoot a warforge. I don't care.
Yeah, he may not take any damage because he's made of metal.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how warforged work.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
They work like normal people.
On.
They just have their armor built in. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So heading toward the staircase, as you guys are maybe like 100 feet away, you see a group of people come down the staircase in purple and blue and black uniforms, Lysander's colors, and they just fucking barricade the staircase with just their bodies, like they know you're coming. And Vossner just fucking strides forward. What do you do?
I take out Overwatch and I point it at him. I'm like, move!
Make an intimidation check.
Is intimidation charisma?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
I rolled really well on it the first time. 25.
25. Okay. A couple of the guys are like, Jesus Christ, and they get out of the way. But two of them are still standing in the way, and they look side to side, like, oh, guys, no.
I pulled the clip back.
And Vossner reaches back and draws his like full-sized greatsword, and he goes just marching toward them.
I'm gonna summon Nyx, but I want to make it like a full arm gauntlet with a blade out one end, like Full Metal Alchemist style.
Yeah.
And with that, those two are just like, I don't get paid enough for this, and they just part like the Red Sea.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Yeah.
You shall live another day.
Vossner looks side to side as he passes them. You can tell he knows who these people are. And he just sets his sword on his shoulder, keeps climbing the stairs.
Got your number, Bob.
Yeah. See you at the picnic, Phil.
Phil.
Yeah. Heads up the stairs to the offices. You guys find the next staircase going up. Kit at least knows where to go.
Yes, I do.
And you hit the floor, or you cross the factory area where a lot of the enchanters and the creators kind of stop looking at you guys and are just like, what the hell is happening?
Official high druid, super high druid business.
And Vossner's just like, what he said.
Thanks, Vossner.
Yeah. And you guys ascend the final flight of stairs to find a couple of steel-plated warforged standing in front of the strange circular door to Lysander's office. And they are both what are referred to as gunner warforged.
Oh, God.
Where they're this tall, lanky frame with long arms that have guns built into them. Jess-Hassan's specialty. And they're just standing there staring expressionless at you guys.
Out of the way.
And Vossner sort of stops behind you, lets you take the lead. And one of the warforged says, "You are not permitted to be on these premises. Please leave."
No. We are here for Courage, and we're not leaving without him.
You are kindly requested to leave these premises before you must be arrested.
And you're kindly requested to step the fuck off.
They do not move.
Cool, I'm shooting him.
Okay!
Wow.
Rolled hit. These poor Warforged. They didn't do anything wrong.
These poor Warforged. Yeah.
There's only like 250 of them left in the world.
19.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Roll you damage.
Roll my damage. Roll my John DiMaggio.
Oh my God.
20.
20?
Yep.
You take a huge chunk out of his shoulder plate and his whole body just shunts backward. And he's sort of like looking at the floor as his head just slowly turns back toward you. And he pulls back and both of his arms tilt up and just his hands pull back to reveal barrels. I need initiative.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? I prefer this to fighting a dragon.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Do both.
Lysander is a trip.
Ooh, 19.
13.
Oh, Vossner, you're going to turn against one of your oldest friends.
Well,
He fucked up.
he done fucked up.
Well, I wouldn't call them old friends. More like old business partners.
Yeah, so no allegiances. There you go.
There's a lot of good stuff that Lysander did for Constanos, but a lot of that was kind of canceled out by the whole dragon thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they decided to let him go since he lost everything. And we're like, yeah, just get out of here and don't do it again. And he's still fucking doing it. Hence why he asked you guys to gather endangered griffin parts for him.
Yeah.
It's too bad because the campaign that started with this guy, they really liked him until he asked them to kill a dragon.
Yeah.
But they still did it anyway, is the thing.
They were desperate. And also
matter.
they had Senna chasing them.
We were also desperate. We had no moral compass at the beginning.
I mean, but we were brand new.
Yeah.
We didn't know any
Still.
better.
They were only a little over your level when this happened. Is baby dragons.
Oh, okay.
Babies.
Baby.
Like not even like young dragon. I'm talking like hatchling and like kitten.
Oh.
Like the hit points of a large kitten.
Oh.
That's sad.
So speaking of kittens, Kit, you're first.
Well, I am going to
Well, Mom.
first I gotta check everything Nyx can do. All right. So
I'm assuming we don't have like a map or anything that we're gonna use.
What? Oh, yeah. Fuck! I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
well,
This isn't a very big hallway though, yeah?
No, it's not.
Oh.
I have just a well, no, that sucks. Continue about your business.
all right. I am just going to. I'm gonna look at the one that Marin hit, and I am going to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
So
There's only 2 of them?
There's only 2 of them out here, yes.
Okay.
that is what's a magic thing? That's a 25 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. Takes. Oh, there's a. Oh no, that's a 1.
My Sanders on you guys' allies list.
That's 13.
9 more beach.
9 more beach.
Beach.
13 cold damage.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Baby.
13 cold damage, and then I don't think most of my stuff is not like a bonus action. Let me see.
Okay, so excuse the horrible gritting on the floor.
It's fine.
Lysander's not in here. I'm just gonna set his icon off to the side. You guys stand in. Sure, that's Sylphie. That's not or Fostner. Away with thee, thought.
Wow.
Where's Fostner? Oh, I don't have an image for him. God damn it. Let me upload it. I do have a token for him. I made it myself.
Okay.
What?
Can't figure out where the lines are.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Okay.
about that.
No, it's fine. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bless
You're
your
welcome.
soul. New Vossner with the purple.
Fastner with the purple.
Yeah, he's a sweet man. Vossner is like one of my favorite badasses, and I retired him as my player character like last 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Every interaction that we have with him, I like him more and more. He's just like
He's a good old boy.
a good old boy.
Oh my gosh.
There he is. Wait, let me blow up his picture for you. There you go. That's him.
No.
He's a gold man.
Dang, he does look good for like 80 something.
Yeah. I think this is the art I did for him
Oh.
when he was like in his 40s, but he
Oh,
really
okay.
hasn't changed all that much. He's just more gray and a couple more scars.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And before anybody says it, I made him before Ford existed. Fuck you.
I mean,
He just
fine.
looks like a half orc.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Ford. He actually looks more like Travis than Ford does.
Yeah.
He's modeled after a combination of Triple H and what's the other wrestler?
Who's Triple H? Oh, wrestlers. I don't know them.
Riffs. I have them in here somewhere.
Oh, wrestlers, I don't know them.
I don't know them either.
Who is that? I don't know her.
Triple H and
Wrestler? Don't know her.
I don't have the reference photo anymore, so I don't know.
Where are the Warforged at? Are they near Lysander?
I'm getting them.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Lysander is in his office. His
Yeah.
icon is just on this.
I wasn't sure if they were on the same side as him or on a different side.
Yeah, no, they're outside with you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to clump up, so I'm gonna move.
So the God damn it. Dupe. So there's a wall here. And this is so ugly.
Oh.
It's fine.
Door's right here.
Oh, I'm also gonna bonus action shift. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
Level plus con. Okay, cool. So that'll give me 15, 16, 17, 18 more hit points.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Marin.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit him again.
Okay.
I'll bop him twice with Overwatch. Oh no. My gun jams. Cool. I rolled a 3.
Good job.
So I will spend, I have to spend the whole action to unjam it. Well, I'm not going to unjam it. I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to shoot it twice with Flame Heart. God damn it. Dicks. No, it probably won't. 17.
That'll hit.
It will? Damn. Fuck.
Okay.
All right.
Beats.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 11.
Okay, that will not.
Oh no, sorry, that was 11 damage. I'm sorry.
Specify.
I'm getting flustered, and so so that was 11 damage, and then for the second attack, it'll be 24.
That'll hit.
Or no, 25. Yeah. For 17 damage.
He did.
Good.
Oh,
You
I feel
pop
bad.
him again, and his entire internal skeletal structure, just one specific point, just breaks in half, and his entire body just crumples to the floor. And the other Warforged watches him drop, looks at you guys, no expression, but you can just see the shoulders raised, tensed. Voskaner. Show us what you can do, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I missed him so much. My paladin.
He's just gonna divine smite him into oblivion.
I mean, yeah, that's generally the paladin MO.
That's true.
So those are both hits. Great sword. Just get all my fucking D6s in there. Okay. Smite. On both. Woo! It's a lot of damage. All right. So Vossner comes in. He's had his sword resting on his shoulder, and as he comes forward, he takes it in a two-handed grip, sort of heaves back and brings it down with... This sword is heavy enough that as long as he can get it high enough, he basically just has to drop it. And he just puts the full heft, like pushing it down as well. And at the moment it contacts this Warforged's shoulder, you watch the sword and Vossner just explode in divine light, and you see just a wall of raven feathers explode off of him as the sword just keeps going until it hits the floor and sticks. And you watch the Warforged just fall in half.
Whoa.
He just dealt like 60 damage in 2 hits.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he
fast.
sort of tugs his sword out of the floor. Yes, Titan, it was Vossner. He's out of retirement.
Yay!
Yeah. Somewhere across the sea, El Nestor's just going, "Yeah, baby."
Yeah.
Just like she used to. And that Warforged is dead. And you guys hear a click in the door. And this strange circular door just sort of unspirals open. And Lysander wheels himself out.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at the 2 Warforged on either side. Well, that's unfortunate.
Guns directly in his face. I'm like, what's more unfortunate is what's about to happen to you.
You don't want to do this.
No, I really do.
I don't even know who you are.
I don't give a shit.
And
You're
he
paying
glances-
for what you did.
He glances over and sees Kit and says, I see. And he glances to the other side, sees Vossner. I suppose it was going to happen sooner or later. And Vossner shoulders his sword and says, I'm sorry, old friend, but you knew this was coming. Then Lysander nods slightly, sort of sits back in his chair, says, all right. And you hear a click.
Mm-hmm.
I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, I knew it was going to be too fucking easy.
Stop.
Oh, no.
Not great.
12.
15.
15. 1 second, I gotta grab a doohickey. Ben.
Yeah.
This would trigger, if you want to use it, this would trigger Unsinkable. This is a stunning save.
Okay. Yeah. That's
if
advantage.
you would like to automatically succeed.
I will automatically succeed.
Okay. Sorry, Marin, what'd you get?
15.
Vossner and Marin fail. But Kit, thanks to the power of Nyx,
Thanks, Nix.
pushes through as Lysander apparently hit something on his chair that caused these needle-like darts to just fire in a radius around him. And Vossner and Marin, you're stunned. Kit, you're fine.
Does that mean it's my turn now?
It is, yes.
Okay. Wait.
Wait, hold on a second. What exactly was that? Was that a poison?
Con save against being stunned.
So it wasn't a poison that
No.
caused it.
Because
Yes, it's technically
if it was a poison,
Because
they're
we
immune because
have
of Hero's
immunity
Feast.
to poison.
But it doesn't cause the poison effect.
Yeah, which is what the Hero's Feast is for, yeah.
It's Titan. Hey.
Just yell at the cat for a minute.
Get out there.
Yeah.
He just looked at me like I was like down, and he's just like, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
No, it was more like, is this what you want me to do? This?
Oh.
This? And he just kept going lower and lower.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, that. And he finally jumped down.
Oh boy.
But yes, Kit.
I would like to rage.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Yeah, I'm going to look at Courage and I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm tired of your bullshit. And I take a handful of components out of my bag and I cast Feeble Mind.
Oh, okay.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh, he's good at charisma.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on.
A charisma.
Feebly Mind.
Wait. Intelligence saving throw.
He's also very intelligent.
Yeah, I figured. Fuck.
All of his stats are mental, not physical.
Of course they are.
Intelligence saving throw. Okay. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Yes.
2. Which is a total of 7.
He fails, and his intelligence and charisma scores become 1. He can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
Fuck, dude.
However, he can identify his friends, and in 30 days, he can make a saving throw to see if he saves against it.
Oh no.
So you guys have just turned the man with only one real limb left, who is wheelchair bound, completely mentally destroyed.
Oh my god.
We're terrible.
You've just reduced this man to
He's
just nothing.
basically a pumpkin at this point.
He's a vegetable. He's a vegetable who can recognize faces.
Oh no.
So as Kit just pushes back against this stun, Marin and Vosner, you guys are just sort of forcibly slack-jawed watching as Kit just pushes back with this bright, shattering green glass-looking spell that just hits Lysander. And as he blinks and tries to sort of push past it, you see him just kind of slump into his chair. And his eyes go a little bit dull. And as your stun wears off, he's just sort of slowly looking around.
What did you do to him?
I just broke his brain.
And as his head turns toward Vosner, he smiles.
Oh.
And Vosner's
Makes
like,
me feel a little
Now I kind of feel bad.
he's not even gonna know what's happening to him.
I feel like that might be more of a kindness than we could ever give him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you too, by the way.
Why?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, that's Taiylor saying that. I thought that was Vosner.
Yeah.
I was like, why?
God damn it. This is all those moments on Reddit where DMs are like, I planned for weeks for this thing, and like my character's one-shot it. I didn't plan for weeks, but fuck you anyway.
Sorry. I had 2 spells picked out because I was like, I didn't know which one I was going to use, and I ended up choosing Feeble Mind as my prep for the day, but my other one was going to be Tsunami. Because of the dragon, and then I was like, but if I summon a 300-foot tsunami into Constance,
that might cause a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Also, we all know how well that worked against Thordak.
Thordak?
The red dragon from Critical Role Campaign 1.
Oh, I missed that one.
They basically just splashed him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
He was bigger, granted, but still. Anyway. Lysander's just sitting in his chair, just looking around.
All right.
And Vosner sheathes his sword and says, Well, that was kind of sadly easy.
I don't
Yeah.
care how easy it is. Let's just go.
Yeah. And he walks up and takes the handles on the back of the chair and just starts scooting him along.
As we walk, I'm going to unjam Overwatch.
Okay.
I do walk up behind Vosner and kind of whisper to him, be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. That it had to be this way. But sometimes things have to be done.
Yeah, I suppose they do.
Oh my god! He's just wandering across the room, just going, ah! Ah! Like Lysander.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I just had a flashback to Final Fantasy VII when Cloud gets poisoned by the life stream.
Yeah.
That is what we have right now.
Oh my god.
Yep. And as you guys get to the stairs, Vosner looks around the chair and says, Lysander, where's that button? And Lysander just kind of smiles and he sighs and searches for a minute until he finally finds a button underneath the armrest, and the chair begins to levitate, and he just brings him down the stairs. And you guys head your way back.
Oh my god. I
And
feel
nobody
so
knows
fucking
any better.
bad.
Yeah.
I feel like a modicum of bad, but also
Yeah.
fuck this guy.
I feel bad that we're about to feed a vegetable to the dragon.
To a strictly carnivorous creature.
Yes.
It's gonna make her sick.
But at the same time, it's also a really disgusting mercy. To be like, well, at least you won't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, hold the fuck on.
Meow!
Titan!
I feel so many things. So many conflicting things.
I know,
It feels good, and then it also feels bad.
me Astrid, I'm like, oh, this is fucked up. But Marin is just like, don't fucking care, not gonna, nope.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
congratulations. You're about to kill the premier master enchanter and creator of prosthetics in the world next to Ansem. You're killing Ansem's competition.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
Ansem gets more business.
Yay!
Now
Silver
that
linings.
that apprentice thing's gonna go really well for you now.
Yeah,
Guys, people
I'll
are
make a ton
absolutely.
of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clockwork. Yeah, you guys just walk the fuck out with him because nobody knows any better. Nobody knows that Lysander isn't okay with this. He's just smiling and letting you push him along. And you slowly head back up the street toward his mansion where Ellen Estell's waiting. And as you guys enter the grounds, the guards all see you with Lysander, and they're all like, "Good day, sir." And Lysander just smiles. You guys keep on going in, and you enter the ballroom with him, and he's just smiling. He sees Ellen Estelle, and he just tilts his head and smiles.
This is gonna be a dinky moment. Taylor's gonna fucking kill us.
And Ellen Estelle sees him, and wait, what do you mean?
When just Dinky broke our hearts, even though he couldn't communicate in any way. And I know you're going to do that. We're going to get to the dragon. Lysander's going to look at us, smile, and then look at the dragon, then not smile, and then he's going to be fucking dead.
Well, don't give away my plan. No,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Good, come up with something else.
But Ellen Estell's just waiting. She's got the teleport circle ready and just needs to put the last line in. And as Vosner rolls Lysander into the teleport circle, Ellen Estelle looks at him and says, "Oh, I recognize that." And she looks at the two of you and says, "Good choice."
I hope it'll feel better tomorrow.
It won't.
Thank you.
And she draws the last line, and the teleport circle lights up, and you are all once again shunted across the ocean, back a couple time zones, and back to still fairly early morning in Constanos. And you just fucking reappear in the central chamber of the Pyre Vale Temple, which Ellen Estelle is familiar enough with that she has almost no disadvantage to her teleport spell. Are or no, she would use the circle teleport because she knows the one here. But Vossner just wheels Lysander out of there, and Elenestal sort of stays back. She goes to the door, but she doesn't follow. And as you all emerge from the Pyrevale Temple, the swarms of Raven Knights just waiting for, the call to battle, all turn and look back and sort of watch in shock as you wheel past a perfectly amicable Lysander Courage. And they're all just watching him, most of them with straight faces, but some with pity, because a lot of these people know him. And you see, further down the street, Zedthala still sitting there, still with Sylphie. She's not holding on to her anymore. She's actually sitting next to her, but if she moves, Zedthala looks at her. And Phalanx is further back. Silas is still standing in front of Zedthala, just quietly talking to her. And you can see her get angry every so often, but he seems to be able to chill her out and be sorry, I'm just asking questions. But as you guys emerge, not an hour after you said we're going to get him, Zedthala looks up, picks up Sylphie, and just steps over Silas. And Silas sort of ducks down as she goes. And Lysander's just sitting in his chair, looking up at the sky, unbothered by anything. Ever again.
Oh my god.
I love
Jesus.
this shit.
I'm gonna dream about this.
Yeah, congratulations on killing a long-term NPC.
I don't even really care about killing him. It's the method in which I've done it.
Oh, I know. No, now you understand how Sylphie kind of felt about Truman giving up Venrith. This was sort of her thought process.
Okay.
Just different situation. And Zedthala stops a few feet away from you guys. Let me actually bump you back over to the map. Just in case, shit goes haywire.
Yeah. Well, I can't cast feeble mind on Zedthala now, so.
Yeah, ain't that a thing?
That was my Hail Mary, but it seemed like a good use on Lysander, so. I have Firestorm.
Oh, whoops.
That's not gonna do anything.
No, I know. She's immune to fire damage.
That's the thing. Taiylor gave me this cool new I can do an incinerating shot now on my
Nice.
trick shots, and it's a column of fire or some shit.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
I was I want to try that out, but she fucking won't take any of that damage if I do. So yeah.
So Silas is now behind Zedthala because she stepped over him. You guys step up with Courage. And Zedthala is just standing there, sort of looking across, the head swiveling back and forth, and Sylphie just trying to keep herself from being crushed. And she looks and says, "How did you get him?"
I removed all of his thought processes.
And she makes her way closer and she doesn't drop Sylphie, but she sort of semi-roughly puts her on her feet. And Sylphie's okay. And she just walks away. She's all right. Oh, God. You can see she's about to have a breakdown. And Zedthala gets closer and closer until she's looking straight down at Lysander. And he doesn't seem to have noticed her. He's just phased out. She says, "Will he know what's happening?"
No. It was the smallest bit of mercy I could give him.
You think he deserves mercy?
No. But He's gonna get his reward either way.
And he looks to Marin, or she looks to Marin and says, "And what do you think, knowing that your sister's life was on the line?"
No regrets. Don't, Ben.
Sorry.
I know what you're thinking.
There's just no regrets.
No regrets. Not even one letter?
And she nods, says, "The only thing I regret is that this man's cowardice has left us unsatisfied for so long." And she looks down at Lysander, who seems to kind of be like, not coming to, but like being aware that something is happening around him. And she reaches down and just pulls him out of this chair almost daintily. Doesn't damage the chair at all. And picks him up in front of her face, just in her claws, and looks him in the eyes. And he doesn't seem bothered. He just looks at her like, "Ooh, pretty thing." And she turns, and Silas gets the fuck out of the way as she begins stalking backward toward Phalanx. And he meets her halfway, and they're close enough that you see her hold out Lysander to him. And even at this distance, you can see something come over Phalanx as he looks down at this man. And you hear Zedthala say, "This is the one. This is the one who used our children for his experiments and his toys." And Phalanx looks down at Lysander, this dragon who has not taken any part in any of the destruction, hasn't spoken to anybody. And he looks past Zedthala to all of you and nods, sort of a bow. Thank you,
There's a
Taiylor.
cat off in the distance.
Oh, meow. In true cat fashion, there's some fucking alley cat just trying to get attention off to the side, and everyone's like, shut up.
This is a tense moment.
But Phalanx bows his head to you, like in proper full regard. And Zedthala sets Lysander down in front of him, and he just looks up at Phalanx. And Phalanx stares down at him, draws back, and lets loose just a torrent of ice and snow. And you watch it just spread through the whole street, just leave this fog of water vapor and steam as the cold hits the summer air. And as it begins to be blown away by the breeze, you just see the spear of ice sticking out of the ground that you can barely see a human form inside of. And Zedthala just takes a claw and slashes through it, just smashing it to pieces across the street, too small for any of them to ever be put back together again. And she sweeps her tail through the mess. God damn it.
No, keep going, it's
She
good.
sweeps her tail through the mess and just sort of sends it all these shattered pieces scattering. That this is going to be gross when it melts, but Lysander Courage is no more. And she sort of huffs. You see steam and smoke explode from her nostrils. And Marin, you recognize this all too well. The realization that it does not feel better. One fucking second.
Okay.
Ian! Come here.
You just hear Taiylor shaking the cat. Every time I just see that scene in Men in Black, just like...
Yeah. Okay. I tried, but he got out of my hands, so I just locked him in the bedroom.
There you
go. But Zedthala just huffs and sort of looks around like she's not sure what to do now. And you can actually see droplets of water dropping off of Phalanx's face. You realize he's crying.
Mm.
Oh.
And
I bet dragon tears are really valuable. Okay.
Yeah, to the guy you just killed.
No, I know. Our main buyer is now dead, so it's fine.
No more selling that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Zedthala turns back and looks at all of you and says, I suppose it's done then. If I ever see anyone from this city near my children again, I will destroy the whole thing.
Understood.
Understood.
I hope that you eventually do find some sort of peace.
And she shakes her head and walks away, just walking down the street. Phalanx still standing there. She sort of brushes past him, like almost like a cat, like sort of nuzzle past him. Like she understands he's upset, but she's in no place to comfort him. And he slowly lumbers forward, and you realize he's a fair bit bigger than she is. This is an adult red dragon and an ancient white dragon. And as he steps up, he leans down close to your group, and he plucks a scale from his shoulder and sets it before you. It's about the size of like a proper shield. And he just sets it down in front of you. Says, "Thank you for giving a damn." And he pulls back and walks away.
I'll walk forward and take the scale when he's far enough away.
Yeah. Eventually they do take off and fly away. And everything's just silent because nobody's sure whether they should cheer or cry or whatever. But Sylphie in short order walks off to the side of the street to just fucking throw up. Just out of nervousness.
I'm actually gonna give the scale to Kit, and I'm gonna run over to her.
Okay.
She's like, I'm fine.
Okay. Just I'm not fine, and I'll just like give her a hug.
Yeah, she's like, hold on, and she like takes out her canteen and like washes her mouth out, cleans herself up, and then she hugs you.
Okay.
I am going to tuck the scale under my arm, and I'm going to walk over to Vossner.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, do you want him back?
What?
Do you want Lysander back?
I think things should stay as they are. Things happen for a reason.
Then I will leave his remains to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he turns, and as some of the Raven Knights approach, including like Haley and some of the officers, and he sort of directs them to just gather up whatever they can, and says, by the rights of the Raven Queen, as a former ally, he will be interred with full honors, but he is not to be resurrected under any circumstances. And they all nod.
Okay, well, I feel bad, so that's fine. I feel good and bad at the same time.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel morally torn.
That was the hope.
Yeah. So I'll
Uh,
go back to Marin and Sylphie and be like, all right, can we get the fuck out of this town
Right now?
soon?
Yeah. Well, okay. We are gonna go to the Realm Gate. That was where we were going next,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's right. Yep.
So that's outside of the city.
Vosner, who's still close by, says, "Yeah, I reached out to the Coligagos. They'll be able to give you a lift by Cloudstride." And then he points to Kit, says, "Then I'm sure you can set your own waypoint there, in case you ever need to move back and forth."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope that we'd be able to finish this without killing anyone else, but I also knew that was naive. I knew Lysander'd have to pay for it someday.
It was either him or the rest of the city. Might
I
as
know.
well just be one body.
This is unfortunately what justice looks like.
Yep.
But you all still have, unless you want to go immediately, they can take you immediately, but you still have a place you can stay anytime you need to, whenever you're in town. And I'll be reachable by mirror anytime you need me. I think now with this, we're going to shift our focus to repairing things, and I understand some help is needed with arbiters, so we're going to offer our services to the Caskers.
That would be very helpful, actually.
And he turns and looks toward Justine, who's sort of staying out of things, but she's nearby. Says, "And I understand this is to be our next fearless leader of Moore's Rest. We'll get her there safe."
Sounds great.
Take care of you. And he turns and heads to his Raven Knights to get started on what is going to be a long rebuilding project.
Is there damage to the street where Lysander went down? Like enough to peel back the cobblestones and expose dirt?
Yeah. There's a couple more where Zedthal like dug her claws in. Phalanx really didn't do any damage.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to one of those spots and push a lemon into the soil.
Just in the middle of the street.
Yes. And
Okay.
I'm going to cast plant growth on it.
Okay. Well, that's definitely going to ruin the street.
Good.
You know, there's trees everywhere in this city.
That's fine. This one's special.
Okay. Just pushes up through the cobblestone, just destroys the fucking center of the street. And a couple Raven Knights are like, no, never mind.
I will write on the scroll to send it to Vosner and be like, do not cut down this tree.
Vosner's like 100 feet away from you.
Still doing it. I'm like,
Okay,
and
don't cut this
I'm gonna
tree down.
don't cut this tree down and be like,
You-
let it be a reminder to everybody of what happened here, and
So,
please send this back.
yeah, it pops out of existence, and you hear a distant,
Uh-huh.
and he catches it, and he looks back. He's like, yeah, okay. And he like points at a Raven Knight. He's like, set up a barrier around that little tree. Make sure no one messes with it. We'll make like a roundabout here or something. And he's like, oh yes.
Kit,
yes, sir.
the inventor of the roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah. and they start like putting shit around it so nobody messes with it.
He sent it back, right?
Yes, he
Okay,
sends it
okay,
back that
okay.
just says okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Buster.
He just kind of chuckles to himself and keeps going. But as you guys are sort of gathering together your main group, you see Clay and Mia come out of the crew, the big group, and they come running over, and Clay's like, okay, so that was impressive, nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Super
No,
impressive.
I get that it sucked. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
No.
Where are you guys headed next?
We're going up to the realm gate.
Oof. Okay.
Big oof.
Yeah.
God, Clay is so fucking gay. I love it.
Mia and I are gonna join in with the whole arbiter thing.
Okay.
I think I've got some things that I can lend at the very least. I mean, she's fucking, look at her, she's amazing. And we're also gonna check in on Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea.
Just because we want to see him again, and maybe he'll join in with us. And
his mom is terrifying.
Calicar Harbor is very nice and relaxing. I should make a vacation of it.
And he looks down at me, and she's like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And Clay nods, and Silas turns and looks at Justine and says, "And what about you? Are you sticking on with this mission, or are you going to claim your throne?" And she looks at him like he's fucking crazy, and she's like, "What do you mean? What we're doing? Do you want me to leave?" And he's like, "Of course I don't want you to leave." And they just start bickering between themselves. And Clay's like, "Okay, we'll wait for that to resolve."
It'll be a few days.
Yeah.
Oof, okay. He like looks over, and they're just quietly whispering to each other, and she's like, I mean, I can go, but well, bunch for a week, and it's like we look at Sylvie's hammer, we'll be fine. And and eventually Justine's like, "All right, I guess my brother's kicking me out of the group. I'm going to go become a queen."
Oh, okay.
You should get some tips from Clay.
Clay, without missing a beat, says, "Damn right."
I figured.
And Justine's like, "I'm not sure if that's quite the type of queen, but we'll see.
No.
I could use an advisor.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Preferably someone young and not stuck up their own ass. No pun intended, Clay." And he just...
I don't think it's... Is she talking about me?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
She
you
was talking
too.
about
I mean,
Clay.
it's applicable to you too. You're both gay.
True.
Says, "Well, I suppose it is time I actually went and did that, seeing as a bunch of friends are on their way to take over."
Should we help with that? I look at Silas, I'm like, is that something we should be?
I mean, I've already given her everything she needs to take the throne, and her mother isn't there to stop her anymore. And if she has the Cascas behind her, I doubt the Arbiters can really hold on.
We've got a lot of people converging on that spot.
And
Yeah.
Justine nods and says, "Yes, we have Cascas, we have odd allies here and there. Now we have the Kestrel Mace. I mean," and she motions to Marin, "and you mentioned something about a shipment of guns, potentially?"
Yeah. Ansem said that he would be.
"I think this is the perfect time for me to go do this, and that way, when you all catch up with me, we'll be living it up in Castle Bauer."
Mm. That wonderful place.
It's going to be redecorated completely.
Good.
Have all the blood stains scrubbed out.
Yeah. When you talk to the Crimson Hammer, talk to Varen. Just ask for Varen. She'll be able to work with you on that. So
And she nods and says, all right, well, I was starting to catch. And she turns and fucking walks away with Clay and Mia. And Silas is just like, bye.
Is it down to just the 3 of us now?
Yes.
and Sylphie.
And
yeah.
Sylphie.
Nah, her.
Oh, her. Wow. We're losing NPCs fast.
I know, it's intentional.
I know. We're getting
Too many.
We're getting too good.
Making too many friends.
Yeah. Make it away. Yeah. Do we want to? I kind of look at Marin and like, do we want to just go, like, get on that airship and just go?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Cool.
Might as well.
I don't want to be here anymore.
And Silas speaks up and says, well, they're usually moored in Arium, so if we head over that way, we should be able to find them.
Okay.
Cool.
He sort of glances around at all the people just setting to work, like there's nothing else they can do. Says, this feels very... I thought this would feel better to resolve this problem.
So did Zethala.
Yes. But at the very least, she now has the absence of anger and she can figure out what else to fill that with. And it sounds like she has other children to tend to, and maybe having a less absent parent will be good for them as it is good for her.
It doesn't feel good. And I look at Kit when I say this. I'm like, it doesn't feel good, but it was the right call.
Oh, I agree with you.
And
just getting tired of the right thing always sucking so much.
Yeah.
And Sylphie speaks up and says, well, I mean, it sucks, but do you think their babies are pink?
Wait. If he does ice and she does fire, like, do the babies just breathe water? Like,
Maybe.
what do they do?
Maybe.
Steam?
Who knows? You haven't seen them.
We're like talking about this as we're walking away. Like, but actually,
Sylphie's just like, but really though, like, do their scale colors combine? Are they like dappled red and white, or do they become pink?
Or is this like Punnett squares where like half of them are white, half of them are red, and the other half are pink?
Yeah. I bet that's how it works.
I'm not gonna lie, pink dragons would be super fucking cute.
Yeah, but what would be their
pink
superpower?
Steam dragons.
Like, yeah, would it be steam or like...
Oh man, they'd be steampunk dragons.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
hell yeah. Just breathe into a steam generator and bam, power the whole city.
What if it was something really odd? Like they breathe divine energy or something.
Oh, that's not a thing.
Or they breathe necrotic.
That is a thing.
What if they breathe necromancy? So they like blow breath over dead bodies and they all come back to life.
Future idea. Necro dragon.
The dragon kills everybody and then breathes them all back to life as a zombie army.
The breath of life. That sounds like what Senka used to do.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yep. Goddess of Rot.
The Dragon of Rot. The Rotagon.
Yeah.
The Rotagan. The Ratgan.
The Radagast.
The rat. I don't know.
To Radigan.
To Radigan.
To Radigan.
Oh my god. I love that his name was Ratigan, but he got pissed when anybody ever called him a rat.
Called him a rat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that's in your name, you asshole. What are you people gonna think? Change it to Mouse again if you don't
Mouse
want.
again.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So you head off to the magical teleportation circles.
We head off
and
into the noon.
You do notice that the city is oddly quiet, but I mean, there's obvious reasons why. And people don't necessarily cheer at your passing, but there are people who are aware of what's happening, town criers and all that, who sort of nod to you guys or like bow respectfully until you teleport to Arium and you exit the circle building.
Oops.
And you see in the distance the scaffolding that's the air dock thingy that the Cloud Stride is currently moored to. And see a whole bunch of people in armor and blue sashes just loading on supplies. And there's a couple familiar people waiting for you. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. Woo!
Woo!
Yay.
Dragon! Well, that did not go at all according to any potential plan I thought of.
Gotcha.
That was some prime improv.
We're just that good.
We're really that good.
I don't know if that's the word I'd use.
Oh.
It's the word I'd use.
God damn it. Why does feeble mind ruin everything?
Oh,
Doesn't
come
ruin
on.
everything.
That
took
was
down
super
Raishan.
cool.
It
It was super cool. No, I'm just being a dick. No, feeble mind is the ultimate fuck you DM moment.
Yeah.
I really didn't think he was gonna fail. Like when you
Neither
said
did I.
his modifier was high, and it was. If he got a 2, he had a +5 on that. And
I think he had some extra things from enchanted items, but he never would have beaten your DC.
yeah, he
'Cause
would have
what's the
needed
DC on that?
19 for me.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's good that we used it on him rather than Zadala because
Yeah, because
she
then
probably has
Phalanx
like
would have been after
crazy.
us.
Well, that too.
Well, the thing is that some feeble-minded creatures just become wild fucking animals,
Yeah,
like Raishan did, where they just go feral. Whereas, depending on the person, it can either make them extremely docile or extremely aggressive. And in Lysander's case, who is entirely a mental character, he just gets docile.
Yeah.
Even if he did get violent, he wouldn't have had the strength to stand up to you guys.
Yeah.
true.
Now I get to go tell the folks who played in the Phelan campaign that Lysander Courage is dead.
You're
And also,
welcome.
you guys did it perfectly on schedule for the Chaos campaign.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
There we go.
So I believe they started on Yon 25th, and you guys got rid of the dragon on Yon 25th. So this will be the same day that they started.
Oh, okay.
Woo!
Woo. They'll walk around and be like, whoa, thought there were supposed to be dragons around here. What's going on?
They've seen Zethala.
Yeah.
Woo, 4 more months to Delendane, though.
Yay.
We haven't even touched.
That's okay. VoteSec is working on it.
That's true. We should send a message to him at some point
We probably should.
and say like, how's it going, bro? You holding up your end of the
God.
bargain,
How's it going, brah?
bruh? Getting rid of those cisterns, bruh.
Brah?
Electricity, dud.
Yeah. I wrote a note to send a message to him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. what else I want to write down here.
I don't know what else I have. Yeah, I don't know.
We can talk about other stuff later after. Yeah. So we have plans coming up in the future. We know that this campaign is probably on its way to some form of end.
Did we level up because of Zethala?
What?
Did we level up getting rid of the
we
dragons or no?
No.
I wasn't sure if we would or not, so.
No level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we have plans coming up. It sort of depends on you guys, but I honestly expect that this campaign will wrap up like maybe sometime in July.
Okay.
Again, fully dependent on what you guys decide to do. And then when we do start campaign 2, we will very likely have a new player.
Yeah.
And that's going to be exciting because I am in love with his character concept. It's very simple, but it's just perfect. So that'll be great. And do you guys have ideas for your...
Oh, I don't know. Y'all keep saying that you're going to be goofy shits, and I'm like over here making another edgelord, so...
Oh, Zach's character is not goofy.
He's not? Okay.
No,
then I'll
not
go with
at all.
my edgelord.
He's actually rather serious.
Mine might be goofy because that's who I am, but...
Well, that's fine.
Do whatever you guys like.
If you were both goofy and I was like the super like dark emo one, it might be a little weird.
No, I think that would make for just the usual interactions, which is us all teasing you.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a backup character for this campaign, but I'm not sure if Tim, but I'm not sure if I want to use him for the next campaign or if I want to do something different, but yeah, I don't know. I want to do something different than Kit. I don't want to play an asshole next time, like as much. Maybe I'll do a little less of that. Yeah, I know, right? Who knows? It'll probably just be me here, and then I'll be like, oh, no, I'm going to be an asshole because that's who I am. But yeah, because Kit is very much me.
I want more accents.
I know. There is going to be an accent.
Yeah.
I am also planning on doing an accent.
Yeah.
I really want to do a new one, but I don't know what to do.
Pay homage to your heritage.
I was thinking about German, actually, but I'm so bad at that, and I don't want to sound like some SNL knockoff.
Oh, hello, my friends. So we're going on to the adventure today.
It's going to be so good, yeah?
We are in England.
That'll be my accent.
Yeah.
Pardonnez-moi, German folks. I know that's French. Whatever. I know that's not what you actually sound like. That's just what my strange imaginary character sounds like. And Magic Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, theater.
But yeah, so we're currently thinking about that, and then
every time I think about like this campaign ending, I get massively sad.
I'm gonna
Why?
Because I love playing Marin, and I love like just the whole thing.
Yeah, but you'll get to write her epilogue.
I really love Kit. I don't want to give Kit up.
And you guys, I mean, maybe, not a given, but maybe might see traces of them in the next campaign.
I hope so.
Because I'm planning for it to be far enough later that maybe Kit will be alive, but the others almost definitely will not be.
Yeah.
But you will see echoes of them.
Oh.
I only need 3 more levels for Kit to live for like 700 years.
Let's see what happens. It's 1,000 years.
No,
not 7. It's
the timeless body is 1 year for every 10. Yeah, for every 10 years that pass, your body ages only 1 year, and since ELUSIR only lived to like 75, 80, and Kit's already 20, it's really only another 600 years.
Yeah, but when you're that powerful, nothing can kill you. So he'll probably live to be in his biological hundreds, chronological maybe 1,000.
Yeah, possibly, I guess.
So who knows what'll happen? I haven't decided yet how far in the future it's going to be, if Kit could even be alive by then. All I know is it's currently the year 200, and I basically want to sweep the board because you guys have figured out my main world thing, which is the Hydaelyn Staves. And depending on how your campaign ends, whether it ends with you dying or with you figuring out how to finish it, the worlds will irrevocably change. It will be like a second calamity.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's a good thing. For
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah. And hopefully soonish, like realistically, maybe within the next couple months, we may start actually writing this campaign.
Yeah.
On my desk.
Yeah.
I just need to fucking. Yep. I'm
You'll
a
need
piece.
Corey for that.
No. Well. Okay.
No, wait, my husband.
Yeah.
That's not you.
Sure.
But I'm also working, if anybody's interested, I don't know if anybody is other than you guys. If anybody's interested, I am working on a world anvil page for Atlaran. I have a few things laid out, such as timeline. I have a calendar in there. I think I just put Atlaran herself into it. It's very, very slow going, but I'm getting there. I'm getting the important shit. And hopefully I'll be able to finish, because I have the layout of the Dulmariga, but I need to finish actually writing the last 2 sets of tenets. But I'll be able to have the Dulmariga in there, which is the Dulmarig holy tenets of the Balin gods. And I uploaded, I don't know if they're visible to people yet, but I uploaded basically all my handwritten lore materials that I've like sent to players in the past. So like the cistern maps. I don't know if you guys have seen the Delendane sacrifice ritual stuff. It's all hand done. It's great.
Nice.
It's vicious. But the Runaway campaign experienced it firsthand because 2 of their characters, or one of their player characters and her wife had been sacrifices. The vampire, Anna, who is a member of the Crimson Hammer.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, so all that fun, creative shit's happening. Trying to get the Twitter more active, so if people could interact with the posts and shit and just share stories. That's all I want to do, is just share stories. And yeah, so hopefully this will be good. But thank you for joining us. You can find us on Twitter at Atlaran ADVCO. Going to be posting more often because I realize I've been neglecting it. I'm not a good social media manager. I might ask Zach if he's any good at that.
He's
even
not.
though he just started.
He's not. Yeah.
I need to find somebody who is. Yeah, you can find us there. You can find us on YouTube, obviously here on Twitch or wherever, and podcast platforms. We post VODs and podcasts on Wednesday mornings, and then you can catch us every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Sessions are only supposed to go from 5 to 9, but that never happens anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. Astrid, tell us about yourself and your beautiful, almost done book.
Hello, my name's Astrid. You can find me basically anywhere online at Astrid K Writes or on my website, astridnight.com. I'm a writer. I'm very close to finishing a book. It's about D&D. It's pretty cool. Check it out. I'm planning on releasing it January 2022. Yes. Because Ben told me to.
I just want you to avoid the Christmas season.
Yeah. I was planning on December, but we pushed it back to January, which is fine by me. That gives me more time. I'm cool with it.
It'll give us time to talk back and forth over edits and stuff.
Yeah. The end.
Blake, tell us about yourself. I feel really cute today, and I don't know why.
Aw.
I think
really
I got
cute
my
every day.
hair to work, so I'm like, oh,
You do have kind of like a
Okay.
little.
Sorry. Blake, do your thing.
Okay.
I just looked at myself. I'm like, aw.
Okay. I'm Blake R. Wolfe. You can find me at blakerwolfe.com, BLAKERWOLFE. And all my social media handles are Blake R. Wolfe. I also write books. I write fantasy. I've got 3 of those out. 4th one is currently in process. I've got a romance novel in process. Yeah.
You also have Lake Arcadia.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have those other books that I wrote. Yeah, too. Those are there.
Lake Arcadia was great.
A lot of people like Lake Arcadia. It's still my most highly reviewed book. Yeah, so I write stuff. It's kind of, the fantasy has like a D&D vibe to it with, gay people. So
It has very Atlaran vibe, yes.
It does, yeah. I think, I think that's it. That's what I got.
Okay.
Taiylor,
Hello.
what do you do?
Hi, I'm Taiylor.
Kitty!
And that's my nephew.
Yeah, he just, as soon as I said kitty, he ran off. Because he knows better.
Yeah, he knows that tone. He's like, no! Nah!
Too much excitement.
Okay.
So what do you do, Taiylor?
What?
We just went crazy, and he was just like, yeah, that mouth thing that he specifically does. Yeah, that's a Ben face right there. Anyway, hi. Yes, it is distinctly you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Whenever
was
I think
something
of your
did.
disapproval, I'm just like,
I can't even make that face.
Just
pull
like push your
lips back
bottom lip
against
up.
your teeth.
I just pushed like my bottom lip up.
Mm-hmm. So it makes
I
me
can't
look
do
like
it. I
I'm
don't
smiling
know.
because I'm fat, but you know, that's okay. I'll own the puff. But anyway, hi. Yeah, I'm Taiylor. You can
Hi.
find me on Twitter at Taiylor Wallace. TAIY LORWALLACE. Make sure to spell it wrong and you never find me. You can also find me on sonderediting.com, where I offer editing services such as to these lovely people. And if you are looking for an editor, especially if you're a newer author who doesn't have billions of dollars to spend on editing because they demand your soul when you ask for their services,
This is true.
hit me up.
Humu.
You can, if you're so inclined.
Humu? Did you say
Humu?
humu?
Humu.
Yeah,
Hit
Humu.
me up.
Oh my god, that's about as bad as ooh woo.
Blame the,
Gen Z.
at least Hamu means something. Uwu is just a face.
I know. Ooh woo.
And Owo.
Oh whoa.
But yeah, so that's where you can find all of us. And we'll be back next Saturday, 5 p.m. And we'll be on to the Realm Gate portion of our program, in which these people may die.
That's every week.
Yeah.
Literally every week.
I don't know. You guys avoided it pretty well this week.
We did. Somehow.
I am
somehow.
looking forward, however, to Sylphie getting a chance to really use that hammer.
To wreck shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Get
having her go
wrecked.
full tilt into Paladin from here. She's
Yeah.
just gonna be like, "Fuck you all."
Which is
Divine
interesting
Smite!
because she doesn't care for Teldonost right now. So I'm like, that's interesting.
She's not doing it for Teldonost.
Well, yeah.
So, okay. Side note.
God.
No, I'll tell you afterward.
Okay.
I'll tell you why she is the way she is.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week, hopefully. If you missed anything, check out the YouTube channel and podcast places on Wednesday. We'll see you around.
Yeah.
Stream Master, take us out.
I shall do that. All right.
Thank you.
See you guys later.